thing I thought...
So the Cubs aren't the best?
I don't think right now the Cubs don't have the best record in baseball. I think it's the Rays. Pretty sure it's the Rays. Another thing worth noting, Ken Griffey Jr. hit his 600th home run this season.
I love Ken Griffey.
Gotta love Ken Griffey, man. Anybody like us that grew up in the 80s, and I'm sure you're the same way, you gotta respect Ken Griffey Jr. He was, there was a time when he started where it was like, oh, here's the greatest center fielder that'll ever play the game. Right here. And you got that feeling watching him as a young man in the league. And then the injuries started taking place. He started getting every year. Griffey was injured. Every year, Griffey's going to make his comeback. He'd play 10 games. He's out. He'd jump against the wall, break his leg. He's out. It's every year. And he just kind of felt like, well, this could be just a wasted career of a guy, a guy that could have been amazing. All of his peers start doing drugs. And, you know what I mean? And juicing. Griffey never really fell into that, just always trying to rehab his injuries and come back and do it the right way. I don't think he ever really tried to force himself back before he was supposed to.
No.
And so a lot of people, he got kind of the soft and the injury-prone kind of label. Goes over to Cincinnati. It doesn't really ever live up to what he's supposed to be over there for a while, but very slowly, he's kind of starting to work his way back in there. Swing still looks like Griffey, And
Oh, yeah.
I remember watching him in Old Busch Stadium crank his 500th home run. And it was a big deal, And Cardinals fans are the best, man. Cardinals fans are the best. Hey, standing ovation, stop the game for a minute. Just what needed to happen.
Celebrate greatness.
Yeah, absolutely. You were in the presence of greatness. You're watching history. Take a minute to stop and acknowledge what's going on. Cardinals fans are great for that. And I remember watching that sail over the right field wall, his 500th, and thinking, I wonder how many more of these he's got in him.
Mm-hmm.
He was already getting kind of old, and he was already kind of, he's
at least 100.
At least 100. I mean, and now you get to thinking, man, what if Griffey would have been able to stay somewhat healthy?
Oh yeah,
just a little healthy.
Come on, are you kidding?
Yeah, what if he would have played half the time that he missed? I mean, would he be up at 700 now? I mean, here's a guy who's been fighting off and living with injuries his whole career. He's still one of the only players to ever hit 600 home runs. There's not many that ever hit 600.
Not many at all.
No, and Griffey's right in there, did everything the right way. Riddled with injuries his whole career. And you just really feel for him because that he's a better player than he's going to go down as. You know that Ken Griffey, a full 100% healthy Ken Griffey Jr. on your team, you have one of the best players that's ever played. If you have that.
Oh, yeah.
You know that, and we know that, but in 50 years from now, they're not going to know really how great Ken Griffey Jr. was.
Sad but true.
Sad but true. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You're just really not going to know. Especially because he did this during the steroid era. So people will kind of wash all these numbers aside, I'm afraid. And Ken Griffey's one that needs to be held on to. This is a 600 that really needs to be celebrated. And I don't think I heard enough about it.
Yeah, I haven't.
I don't think a big enough deal was made about it. It's a huge milestone, terrific career, a good character guy. Just nothing to not like about Ken Griffey Jr. And here he is, hitting over 600 home runs. And
I wonder how close he is to the 3,000 hits mark.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Elwood says, name one other person on Babe Ruth's team.
Ty Cobb.
Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle. Weren't they on his team?
Mickey Mantle probably was, yeah.
Weren't those guys on the Yankees with him? Some of them?
At least some of them.
Yeah. Hey, dude.
Let's see here.
I know. Elwood's just making a point that over history, lots of people get lost in history. Babe Ruth is the only guy that really stands out from that era. And there's hundreds of other players in the league. We might be able to name
Mickey
three.
Mantle,
you know what I mean?
Maris.
We might be able to name three from that time. Yeah, Roger Maris. And I would like to hopefully see Ken Griffey, one of those guys that kind of stands the test as one of the greatest to ever play, because he really is, and I'm worried he won't get the credit he deserved.
Yeah, I'd really like him to be up there also.
Yeah, you know, I'll keep his memory alive.
Yeah. And preach to Ken Griffey Jr.
Who knows? He hasn't said that he's stopping. You know, he's not like, this will probably be my last season. I mean, nothing like that.
Oh, good.
So, who knows? Maybe we'll see 650.
The one game I went to go see him live, he got hurt.
Really?
The game before.
That's.
So I showed up, and they were playing the Cardinals.
Okay.
Guess who else was injured?
Let's see. What year was it?
A couple years ago.
Oh, Pujols?
No, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy, of course. My fault, dude.
What are you thinking?
I should have known.
So, go there, pay the tickets, get in there, find out both of them are out.
That sucks. So, did you get your money back?
Well, no.
Sucks. You know what?
That's all right. That's all right. Cardinals won. It was great.
Well, you know what? It's 6 o'clock.
Is it?
Yeah, we got to get out of here, man.
All right.
Unreal.
Just before we go,
kind of went quick.
Quentin Rampage Jackson fought Forrest Griffin last night.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot all about that.
For the light heavyweight title.
Okay.
In UFC, it's a big deal. You know, Rampage has knocked out Liddell twice. Chuck Liddell.
Iceman, Chuck Liddell. Yeah, the face of UFC, basically.
Yeah, the guy that really hasn't been knocked out. Well, this guy did it twice, and everybody is talking about, Rampage is just going to kill Forrest Griffin.
Yeah?
But I've watched a lot of fights with Forrest Griffin in it, and he can take hits.
Oh, yeah?
The guy can just take hits, and he's got
not easy to knock out.
A lot of skill. His conditioning is phenomenal.
Really?
I watched an all-access deal on him, and this guy trains from the time the sun comes up till it goes down. I mean, he's just hardcore training.
Yeah, well, you almost have to be in.
Well, I'm just saying, in the sport, there's a lot of them that, half a day.
Mm-hmm.
They got certain regiments they do on certain days. No, he does all of them, every day.
Nice, dude.
This guy is just a machine. Anyway, but he doesn't have knockout power, like, of course, Rampage does.
Okay.
He's not a very heavy-handed guy. And all around, he's not really known for any one talent. He's a freestyle fighter when he comes out to actually introduce him as a freestyle fighter. A little bit of jiu-jitsu, a lot of street fighting,
all mixed into one super hardcore package. Yeah. So who won?
So this guy, it went all 5 rounds.
Oh, yeah?
They gave it to Forrest Griffin.
Really?
Forrest Griffin, your new lightweight heavyweight champion.
There it is. Rampage loses.
Rampage loses to Griffin.
Wow.
And I loved it because I called it.
Oh, nice one. That's awesome. We have to, we got to roll. We want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. We'll be back in here next Sunday, same exact time, 4 o'clock Central Time.
Thank you, everybody.
5 o'clock Elwood's time. B.R.I., thanks for coming back in. And, there it is. Here's some Flowbots for you, like my favorite song.
Have a good week, everybody.
All right, see you guys next week. Athletic supporters, disasterradio.net.
I can show you how to scratch a record. I can take apart the remote control, and I can almost put it back together. I can tie a knot in a cherry stem. I can tell you about Leif Erikson. I know all the words to De Colores, and I'm proud to be an American. Me and my friend saw a platypus. Me and my friend made a comic book, and guess how long it took?